Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I just got back from my Mexico trip and I decided to sit down and do a makeup tutorial with you guys, and this is going to be a smoky eye, and this is the final result. As you can tell, it's not black. Many people think when it's a smoky eye it has to involve black. Me personally, I don't really go for the black at all that much, but if you do, that's great. More power to you. But I did a more brown toned, bronzed gold look because that's what I feel comfortable with. So I hope you enjoy the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And thank you for watching. Here comes the tutorial. So this is going to be a talk through, and I brought some friends along for my trip. So I already moisturized my face, so next up is primer, and I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin. And I haven't used this one in a while, but basically, you just want a small amount on your fingertip, and you're gonna want to grab that and apply that where you feel you need to cover the most. I put my primer on my T-zone, and you just want to push that in, and the excess drag it out. Now this is going to be a full face. I will be using my Tarte Maracuja Miracle Foundation, and I've been using this one. I took this one on the trip because I didn't really want a full coverage. This makeup tutorial is going to be a full coverage, but this one is medium coverage, so I will be applying it heavier than I would normally do. So again, I'm going to put some drops in the back of my hand. 1, 2, 3. And getting some more. About that much to start off with. And I will be grabbing my e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. I've been loving this one. And you're just going to want to apply that on top. It gives you a really nice bronzed finish look. I will be mixing that in with my finger. And I will be dotting it on my face. I'm going to be grabbing my, I have an itch, my Tarte Kabuki brush. They sell it at Ulta and Sephora. I got mine with a package, a deal package for QVC when I bought the other Tarte foundation. So anyways, just going to want to grab a brush and press down. As you can see, you can still kind of see them. What I want to do is apply some foundation to your fingertip. Don't apply it directly to the affected area because all you're going to do is infect your entire foundation. So you just want to put a little dot, and you're going to get spot treatments. Doing it with my foundation because if you do spot treatment with concealer, all you're going to be doing is enhancing the problematic area. So I'm going to be grabbing my beauty blender. Look how clean it is. So now we're going to do eyebrows. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And you just want a very tiny amount and dot that on your eyelids. And just focus on your eyelid and just bring it up to the brow bone. To take away the tackiness that it has, because it's pretty sticky, you're going to want to set it with an eyeshadow or powder, whatever, that's the same color. This one, same color. I recently purchased this Tarte High Performance Natural Romantic Eye Essentials Amazonian Clay Eyeshadow Palette. And I got it from QVC. As you know, I am always on QVC. And this is what it looks like, as well as the box. And these are all the eyeshadows. This is the thing that says the names. So as you can tell, all the colors are pretty neutral. Came with this eye brush. And it has a felted side and a blending side. I'm going to take, as always, my Bare Minerals blending brush. I'm going to grab a combination of these two. What I'm going to do now is zoom you in so you can see what's going on. Right there we just have our transitioning color, and we're going to begin by deepening it. So I'm going to grab a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to grab a darker color in that palette, which will be this one. Focus that right in the crease. Slowly bring it up to blend it out, because we don't want a harsh line. So just take your time. I will be grabbing the brush it came with, and I will be grabbing shimmered colored right here. Just grab a small amount. Tap off the excess. Focus this on the inner corner of our eyes. Be using an e.l.f. Prism eyeshadow palette naked, and it looks like this. And the colors inside are these. Very metallic, very glittery. We'll be grabbing this brush now, and I am going to be getting this rose gold color, and this palette is very pigmented. So I'm going to put that on my eyelid only. I'm going to be using this dark color right here. I'll be grabbing a more dense blending brush. This one's from e.l.f. and working that right in the outer corner. You don't want to bring it all the way in. So now I will be grabbing Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the color Nillionaire. As I said in my previous video, this is the color that I was really looking forward to. Basically, you're just going to want to grab some with your finger like this. Look at that. Right in the center, going out. Don't bring it in. After that color, I will be grabbing the other Colourpop Super Shadow Shock in the color Plunge. And this one's a bit lighter than Nillionaire. Nillionaire is more bronzed, as you can tell. So this is what Plunge looks like. And again, I cleaned my finger. I'm going to grab this side of the brush and get a combination of these two colors. Tap off the X's. And you're going to focus this again on the crease. So next, I will be doing concealer. As always, I will be using these two as my concealer. You just want to put your concealer like this, going down. This might be a little bit excessive, but I am doing a full face, so that's why I'm putting more than normal. And I'm using the NYX concealer as a highlight. Grabbing that beauty blender. I will be taking advantage that I'm using my beauty blender to define a line for that smoky eye. I'm gonna be setting that concealer, and as always, I will be using my NYX banana powder with this small tapered brush from e.l.f. And just grab a normal amount and set. Press down with your damp beauty blender and set. I'll be using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'll be grabbing this e.l.f. angled contour brush, and as always, I will be grabbing this subconscious color, which is more gray ashy. You start by where your ear starts. The brush that's paired with this palette, it didn't come with it, but so I'm just gonna get a combination of subconscious and shadow play, which shadow play is more for bronzing up your face, and this is more for sculpting out your cheekbones. Be grabbing Lyric, whatever's looked at, Lyric and Lucid, and applying that at the top of my cheekbones right here, not necessarily under your eye, and more of shadow play, tapping off the X's. And I will be putting this on my temples for that bronzed look. I will be grabbing this NYX powder with this sponge and just grabbing some of it. And again, you're going to make a line. Because you're going to bake your face. Now on to highlight, and I'm using the BECCA Champagne Pop, and I will be using this e.l.f. fan brush. For blush, I will be using this Tarte in Savored, and I will be using this Bare Minerals blush brush. Now with a stippling brush, we will be getting rid of that excess of baking. And in swirled motions, you're going to blend all of this in. Onto eyeliner, and I will be using the NYX Matte Matte Liquid Liner. Now our liner is done. So now I will be moving on to some mascara, and I'm using the telescopic one. And this is just going to be very minimal because you're putting on falsies today. Before you apply mascara on the bottom, totally forgot. You want to, since it's smoky look, you want to connect at least from halfway to this side with that same color. So I'm going to be grabbing the e.l.f. Prism one again with a small eyeliner brush. And I'm grabbing the darkest color there is. I'm going to be lining from the center out. Now moving on to falsies, I'm going to be using the Yardell Glamour. I have gone through quite a number of pairs already. For glue, I will be using this Duo one, and I like this one because it has a wand. Grab your eyelash and paint the rim. I painted probably a little bit too excessively just because one time they started coming off and I get really paranoid. So I don't like to be paranoid throughout the night, and I just really dunk in the glue. And sometimes even when they're on, I even go back in and apply more glue. So that's about how much glue I use on the eyelash. I'm going to be using Matte Spice. I will be using a combination of melted liquid lipsticks and melt sugar and Chihuahua. and I will be applying Chihuahua on the outside of my lips. Then I will be using Sugar in the center of my lips. Forgot earlier to set my eyebrows, so as always I will be using e.l.f. mascara. To set this look, I will be using the Mario Badescu Rose Water. So this completes this makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. This is more of a night thing, but you could get away with it throughout the day. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and give me a comment down below what you want to see next. Let me know if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much. Bye!